All right, y'all. So I was just trying to get on a panel with a great group of guys talking boxing, but I didn't make it on for whatever reason. There's a lot of people talking on there, and I never really was able to get a chance to get in, but that's fine. I just want to talk about, I'm not going to say whose panel it was just because some people act funny about you mentioning them in videos, and, sometimes you think, you're on a level with somebody, and then you say the name, and then, I don't want to get in all that. I just ain't doing that right now on this topic. But anyway, so the discussion was about Bud Crawford and Errol Spence and about the 60-40 talk and this, that, and the other, and who doesn't want to fight and this, that, and the other. And I don't really care about the money. I don't really care about the purse splits. I don't really care who gets what. It's not my business. I don't think it's any of our business. I don't even think it's something we should really be talking about. But if it keeps the conversation going and it makes good, traffic to the channels and video views or whatever, some people are interested in that stuff. I was in there, because I wanted to, hear, their take on it, but I also had something I wanted to say about it. So I'm making this video to talk about it. As far as the thing is, like, that Bud said, that fight ain't happening unless it's 60-40 his way. I think a lot of people took that out of context, saying that Bud is saying that he won't take the fight unless he gets 60-40. And my interpretation of what Bud said was, Errol saying the fight has to be 60-40. And if it has to be, okay, so if it has to be 60-40, then I'm going to be the one getting the 60. I think that's what he was saying. I don't think he was saying that he would only take 60-40 for the fight. But I've seen that a lot of people have taken it and ran with that. Just like if Errol said 60-40, I think that was just a starting point. I think he's saying, 60-40 my way, that'll get the fight done. But I don't think he's saying in concrete that that's what it has to be. But it's something for people to argue over. You know what I mean? The other thing, that was mentioned was that, a guy's accomplishments at other weights and this, that, and the other don't really matter. He's at 147 now, and Errol's done so much more at 147. So Errol should get this and get that. Again, I don't really care about that, about who gets what, but I do want to say that your accomplishments in other divisions does matter. When Manny Pacquiao is introduced, he's introduced as this multiple weight champion, and Bud being undisputed, that's a big deal because undisputed doesn't come along all the time. Now we've seen it a little more frequently in recent history since Bud's done it, but undisputed in the 4-belt era, it's just not that common. We've seen a lot of guys get to 3 belts and then somehow they don't find a way to get the 4th belt. Triple G, Canelo, Anthony Joshua, the list goes on. So that actually does hold some weight. But as far as, how much money what guy should get and this, that, and the other, I don't really care about that. But I will say that this fight is as big as it is because of both of these guys. This fight didn't just get big after Bud beat Kale. This fight didn't just get big after Errol beat Porter. This fight was big as soon as Bud said he was going to 147 and he wanted to fight Errol Spence. And when he said he wanted to fight Keith Thurman, whatever it was, as soon as he said he was going to 147, this fight got big. People started talking about it. People started clamoring for the fight. So at that point, Bud hadn't even had a fight at 147. And let alone, done enough to make the fight huge at 47. It was huge because of who Bud is. And then the same thing, we beat Jeff Horn. But I'm not gonna go on about it because I actually got to run. But I just want to touch on that and talk about that subject. D-Lo 404 boxing. I will be back to talk about it again. I'm out. Peace. And I don't mean just talk about the money aspect of it. I mean talk about the fight and the build-up. I'm out. Peace.